Yo, it's your main man, Mr. Kelly L, back with another episode of TST, the struggling trader. And who's the struggling trader, may you ask? Me. I ain't gonna fake it. I'm gonna keep it all real with you. And that's like the number one reason why I bring people on, get to know their input on what is it gonna take to make it in the market. Like for real, because I see the potential in it. And I know that it is a way out. I know it is. But in due time, I'm going to be able to bear the fruit of my work, And what I mean by that is all this time I sit down, I do all the studying. Like, man, I know that eventually I am going to see the good out of this. I know I am. But I don't want to make this about me. I really want to bring on a guest today. I seen some of his content and I related with what he's going with, or what he's going through. And just the whole trading concept, like he's just like a lot of us. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go ahead and back and edit this. He's just like a lot of, I'm gonna keep it all real with y'all. I'm gonna keep this in there. I'm human, man. But he's just like a lot of us real traders, where he's not sitting here showing fake accounts. And I love that. Anytime somebody's doing something real, I admire that to the fullest, man. But let me shut up, man. We're going to go ahead and bring on, it's crazy. I'm sorry. I get to looking at ages and it blows me away, man. Like, I get to thinking about the leader of the new school. But we're going to go ahead and bring on Giddi and Trade.
What's up, man?
Man, you, sometimes me, for real,
God
man.
is good, man.
Like,
God is good.
God is good on everything. I woke up and I checked my phone, and we've been trying to actually connect for a little bit now. And due to life be lifing. Due to how life is, we finally got that time set aside where we can do trade talk. And man, I feel like it's a blessing for me to sit here and get to hear your side of what do you feel like it's gonna take to make it in the market, your struggles in the market, your ups and your downs in the markets. Like, that's just where I'm at. And I kind of want to do a new structure, right, where this is really gonna be more of a freestyle, like. Because at first I had questions, and I'm like, I'm going to go by these questions. But nah, man, I kind of want this to be feel more authentic. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I will say this. This interview is definitely more about you, but you actually get a chance to really ask me some questions and my thoughts if we get to that point. But, man, I ain't going to fake it, man. I want to go ahead and actually start with asking you the number one question, which is, what got you to even thinking about trading, man?
Well, first I want to say, man, I appreciate you just even giving me the platform. Like when you messaged me on TikTok first, I didn't know it was real, and it wasn't until we spoke on Discord where I was like, okay, this is real, because I never imagined or ever even thought I'd be like on a platform or like on a podcast to speak about trading, because I would have group chats and like talk to friends, but just never thought I'd be able to speak on a platform like this. So I was definitely excited. Even though I was trying to get my daughter fast to sleep last night so I could try to get it, but I was like, it's gonna come in due time. So just excited to finally get to connect and talk.
Facts. I'm glad we definitely connecting too. Real talk, because I need to hear something coming from some other traders, because
No, for sure.
It's not easy talking to people in my immediate circle about trading. It's not.
Yeah, not everyone understands it. But to answer your question, what got me started in trading? So I started trading in 2020. Like, I would hear about like forex trading and things like that, and then I'm sure some people know about IML, like iMarkets Live. So I would see like the little what's it called, Platinum 3000 or
yes,
like Silver 2000. And I'm like,
the milestones.
Yeah, and I would see trade like ATM on your phone or bank on your phone or something like that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like what is this? What is this? And then so I always like have people like try to like talk to me about it or saying I'm like man, I'm not trying to, because it was mostly, you know, primarily like recruiting and stuff. And me and my wife, we watched a show called The Challenge, and there was a person on there named Swaggy C, and he had the thing Day Trader on there. So I followed him on Instagram, and I saw that like he trades, and he was posting his profits, his Ep.4, and then I watched his YouTube videos, and you know, saw his story. He was a former athlete. I was a former athlete. I played football, and saw that he actually trades for real. So I was like, okay, so you can actually do this without that little, with the IML stuff, the group stuff. You don't need to be like part of a group or something. You can do it on your own.
Right.
So during that COVID time, that's when they're doing like the unemployment check. So with the unemployment check, I got some money, bought his course, and then started like learning everything about it. And that's when I started like trading for real on Forex. And that's what got me into trading.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm definitely familiar with Swaggy. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely didn't been to his
Yeah.
content, checked him out, and boy, I was impressed. Even though those, hold on, are we talking about the same one? No, I think somebody else uses the Hikinashi candles. It's somebody else. I'm not sure if Swaggy uses the Hikinashi, but whatever it was, trust and believe. I know I done been to Swaggy's. I done signed up with his stuff
Yeah.
and everything. I ain't stick for long. Why? Cause man, the bag get real tight, and I be like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, when it come down to spending a bag on courses, I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like it's a good investment, but YouTube University is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot of stuff off of YouTube. It's a lot of knowledge on there, and it's all for free. A lot of it is for free.
Hmm.
But I will say mentorship is definitely important. So with that in mind, you know, I heard you say Swaggy, but is he like the number one person you went with as far as when you started learning?
Yeah, so when I first started trading, he's the person I came across with. And then once I really got the foundation of everything, I kind of like implemented some of his stuff and what works for me. And then like I followed the traders, different traders on Instagram, and you know, I would see what they would talk about. And of course, I'm a student of the game, so I'm always gonna take knowledge and see how either I can apply it or how it applies to trading overall. So like, you know, traders like you know, Q Banks, you
Mm-hmm.
know, those people like that, just focusing on like what made them successful, like within the market, like not, you know, the money or anything like that. Just focusing on, you know, looking at the candles, how you see a trend, you know, what makes you get into this entry, and how I apply that for myself. Because, you know, for me, I'm the type of person where if they can do it, I can do it as well. It's possible as
Facts.
well, because you know, we're all human at the end of the day.
Facts.
So, and then I'll never forget, like, so at that time I was serving, I worked at a seafood restaurant. So when I first started learning, like I started in May 2020, and I think June or July, I was trading Forex at the time, like GBP USD. And I called out at work one day because I was like, you know, I don't want to rush. So I called out at work one day to trade. And then that was the day I made like $400 in one day. At that time, I didn't know like
Oh
what,
man.
I didn't know what, I just see like price was just pumping up by and it was going up. I didn't know risking, I didn't understand risk management. I was just putting a lot of, you know, lot sizes buy, and I
Yeah.
seen $400 and I was like, when I
Right.
seen that, and I still have that screenshot. It's on my Instagram. When I seen that, that's when I know, like, okay, this is possible. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even I don't even know what I'm doing, but imagine when I do know what I'm doing. You know what's
Oh
possible to
man.
do, and that was the same amount of like my 2 week paycheck serving that
Yeah.
$400 just in. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is an opportunity here. This is like, thank you God. You know.
Hey, it's wild you say that because I had a moment just like that too, where I was doing some trading, didn't really know what I was doing, but I was trading, I believe, US 30.
Oh yeah.
And it was during one of them times, I think it was NFP week. So I sit here, I'm doing my trading, and I think I put like $300 in the account. And I'm like, man, this thing gotta be getting ready to go up and all this type of stuff, right? So I placed a trade. It was going up, and I just kept placing trades. Before you know it, that 300 turned into like 800, and I'm in my bed on my phone, like, oh my gosh, oh my, oh, this is it. You know what I'm saying? But it could have been it, but because of lack of discipline and just being overly optimistic that this stuff is a get rich quick type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I blew the count by the end of the day. So, because I was
Hey,
like, man, yeah, I didn't understand that quick pump was just that. It was just a quick pump. And before you know it, that thing just was going down. I'm like, oh, it's going to keep going up. I know it's going to keep going up. Nah, it didn't. That thing came all the way down and even more. It was what they call a pump and dump, literally.
Yeah.
They dumped that thing, and I wasn't smart enough to take my little bit and go. So I'm curious, what do you majority trade?
So 2024, I started trading futures. I did Forex from 2020 to 2024. And 2024, I transitioned to futures, and for me, NASDAQ. So MNQ, NASDAQ, that's my baby right there.
Yeah. NAS, I'm going to be honest with you, I like NAS too.
NAS, that's my baby right there.
I mean, I ain't going to fake it. I really like anything with candles. I do anything with candles, support and resistance, trend lines, volume. I feel like I can read it.
Yeah.
Anything. So, but if anything for me, it's the times. You know, I haven't really got into trading like Asian session, but I love New York. I love London. Anything with high volatility, I love it.
Yeah.
But anything with candles, man, I mess with it. I really do, man. So when it comes down to money management, what is your take on that? Like, how do you manage your money when you trade?
So for me, like from the experiences that we were just talking about, like a big thing when we first start, we don't really understand how important it is because trading is all about protecting your capital at the end of the day. Because all it takes is one day to blow your account, to lose everything. You can have a good week, you could have a good month, and you have one day where you're over risking, you're over trading, and it's gone like that. So money management is like the number one thing. So it's something I've continued to work on because my biggest problem was always over risking, over trading. And so once I learned, okay, how can I stop over risking? So money management, a thing I really implemented is knowing like how much do I want to risk per trade. So if I know that like let's say in a certain trade, I'm gonna risk 150 and I'm aiming to make 2 times that or 3 times that. So if I'm the fear is kind of like removed because I know that at worst case scenario I'm going to lose 150, and best case scenario I'm going to make either 300 or 3 times that 450.
Right.
So like, and I know my strategy works over time. So let's say I lose Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. That one win is going to make up for that whole time. Because I've had times where I've had like losing months, and in November, December I had like one good week and it made up all those losses. You know. Right. So being able to zoom out and really take my time to understand, like Gideon, like it's gonna take. You gotta be consistent and just be really disciplined on how you manage your money, because all it takes is one good day. And I've experienced that so many times. I'm sure you have too. It just take one day where you're just feeling greedy, you're feeling overconfident, and then you're looking at yourself like, what happened? Or like, so many times, man, I'm looking at them like, why did I do that? Or like, what's wrong with you? Why does this keep
happening? And it's wild you say that. Well, it's not wild. It's not, because you are a student of the game just like I am, right? And we come to that point where this is like, how can I put this? You're learning about yourself when you trade.
Yes, 100%.
You learn it. And in the past interviews, one of the guys brought up a real good point. You know, and he said, man, this thing is exposing me. This market is, man, I'm getting chill bumps because it's true. Like this
Yeah,
thing exposes you. It shows you for who you are.
yeah.
If you have that greedy spirit, it's gonna show you. If you got that lack of discipline, it's gonna show you. You know. So what do you do to try to keep that discipline, that or no? What do you do to keep that greed in check?
So a really big thing of that is like we are talking about, just really understanding ourselves and learn to be comfortable because like
Mm.
like let's say like we're never going to catch every single move or 100% of the move. So like one thing I've gotten comfortable with is like let's say a trade I'm aiming for 100 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the trade is at 70, 80 points. So I've got to the point now where it's like if I close at 80 points, like am I going to be okay?
Yeah.
Or like my old self is like, no, like I need 100
You
points. Or
need that 100.
and there's been times where it'll go to 80, it'll go to 85, it'll go to 60, it'll go to 70, then it goes to 30, and you're like, fine, I'll just take something. And you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, like it's I could take 80% of the move, be fine. Like you never go wrong taking profit. Like I could come
Never
back
go
the next
wrong.
day and be okay. So it's like I've gotten to that stage where like I'm aiming for 100 points, I'm at 80 points,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'll close, I'll come back the next day. Like that's a win, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's a beautiful thought. You can never go wrong with taking a profit, no
And then
matter the size of it. Like,
and then like think about it too, like I've heard like on another podcast, like think of it as like a hierarchy. Like so you have like let's say you want to catch the whole move 100 points, but let's say like you're at 80 points. So would you be fine taking 80 points? Would you be fine taking 60? Would you be fine taking 30? So when it's at 80, you know it's okay. But when it goes down to 60, you're like, dang, I wish I would have took the 80. When it goes down to 30, you're like, dang, I would have took the 60. So to avoid that, just take the 80, be fine, and come back the next day. Like, are
yeah.
you really gonna be mad about 80% of the move?
So how do you deal with that FOMO? Because okay, you were aiming for that 100, but it got to 80, but then it ended up going down to your 60, and you take profit right there, but then it goes to your 100.
I've had so many days like that, bro. Like I've had so many days, and it's a continue like we're talking about. It's a continuous process of
Yeah.
learning and just understanding. Because there's been days where my take profit is 100, and then I close at 80, and then like literally 30 minutes, an hour later, I look, and it's past 100, it's 200.
Right.
But just having to remember, like, because trading, we're trading over like not just 10 trades, 20 trades, we're trading over 1,000 trades over a long period of time.
Uh-huh.
'Cause it's so random, but we want to make sure like our edge is showing up over time. So
Yeah.
over time, are you going to consistently get those base hits? Like sometimes you get to first base, you get to second base. Every trade is not going to be a home run. So
Facts.
understanding that, like, if I can consistently take 80 this week, maybe next week I might be able to catch 100. But implementing things, whether like it's a trailing stop loss or moving to break even, and understanding like, because even being at break even, sometimes it's like it goes to 60 and then it comes to break even, you're like, dang, I could have took the 60.
Mm.
But understanding that like at least the break even is you're not losing anything, because over time, like me myself personally, like I got to the point where I was just working on it because I'm always like tweaking and refining like my strategy and how I like manage trades. Because what's really gonna mess up in trading is like how we manage the trade is always us. Like we're talking about, it's you versus you.
Mm-hmm.
So like now my target is like 150 points. So once I get to like 45 points, I have it where it'll move to break even. So
Mm-hmm.
if it comes back to take me at break even, I'm fine. No, I didn't lose anything. But the moves I want to catch, they're gonna continuously go to profit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
I've had to learn to be more hands off and let it do what it needs to do. Because when I'm staring at it and I'm trying to, oh, I'm at 60 points. Okay, yeah, let me do this. So I'm at 70, and then I close early. 2 hours later, take profit hit.
Right, right. So you are a stop loss type of guy, right?
Hmm.
Good, good. Because sometimes I don't, but I'm learning that you definitely want to have a stop loss. You definitely want to have a stop loss because 1 minute you got it and the next minute you don't. You know, drawdown is real.
Yeah.
Drawdown is definitely real. But man, you mentioned a good point though. This is us against us. you know, or shall I say, when it comes down to the market, it's that trader against the trader, literally.
Yeah. Like a big thing I say is like trading, you're paid based off your decision making, not your time. Like
Ooh.
you can show up to the chart, but doesn't mean the move's gonna happen. It's your decision making.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, you just said a jewel. Hold on, I gotta write this down. Hold up, hold up. He said, can you repeat that one more time?
Yes. Trading, you're paid based off your decision making.
Paid off of decision making. Golly. But it's crazy because, yeah, I already knew that. But when you hear it, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. You know, it's almost like reading that book, how many laws of 48 laws of power? A lot of this stuff you already know.
Yeah.
You already know this stuff. But when it's put in your face, is making it consciously aware. That's when it's like, okay, I need to lock in. And that was one of the moments right there, man. You pay for the decisions you make. That's cold. I'm stuck right now. I'm gonna have to edit this because I'm sitting here trying to think of the next question to ask you. You know, because I know all the times that I done sat in front of a computer, I done ran $100 to $1,000, and before you know it, it's gone. You know, I can, like, countless times. Like, I got my fiance into trading because she seen
That's
how
cool.
I was doing it, and she was like, "Let me learn this stuff because
Yeah.
you're doing it wrong." I'm like, "Baby, I just lost $100." She like, "No, you lost 1,000. What do you mean? Like, you
Yeah.
turned that 100 into 1,000 and you lost it. You just didn't lose $100. You lost 1,000. That 1,000 was yours."
Hmm.
So I'm like, dang, she right.
It's true.
She's right. You know, but who doesn't want to get paid for the work that they put in? So,
That's the
but
biggest thing. Like
yeah,
when we have that like 9 to 5 mindset where like we're paid per hour, so we're thinking, I showed up to the trust today, like I gotta make some money, I gotta do something. And then like you might see a move or you might think a move's happening and you're trying to like force like, or impose your will on the market. But like I was saying, over time, just learning that like just because I show up today doesn't mean an opportunity is gonna come. Like I was telling my friend the other day,
yeah.
like the moves you want, they're gonna come to you. They're gonna show you like, hey Kelly, I'm here, take the buy. It's gonna look so
Right,
clean to you, like, okay, yeah, this is a clean setup.
right, right. So on the topic of, one of the reasons why we trade, I would like to know, because every trader needs a reason why they're doing this
Yeah.
stuff. Do you have a reason why you're doing this stuff? And if so, please share it with me.
Yes, for sure. Because the losses, the ups and downs, it's all got to be for a reason. That's the only way you're gonna continue going. And for me, it's my family. Like my mom, single mom, seeing how hard she worked and everything, being exposed to this opportunity and seeing what can happen, having a fiance and a daughter now, just the opportunities and the potential is endless. So the long nights, the studying, the beating my head of like taking the losses, learning, improving, that's what keeps me going, and that's why I do what I do. So even being able to like buy a dining table was a huge accomplishment for me to see that, okay, this is possible, even though it was only like, not only, but it was like about like $250 I made from a trade to buy that dining table, to see that it's real and it's possible. Being
Yeah,
able to pay a bill, pay the phone bill, pay the internet bill. So it's like, imagine when I continue to get better, continue to improve, what's possible.
yeah, that's real. That's real though, man. Same here, man. I see what's going on in my home, and like, how can I put this? It it could be worse, but it could be better.
Hmm.
Hold on, that's saying it. Is that saying the same thing? It could be worse, but it could be better. Nah, that's not saying. Yeah, nah, I'm saying it right. I'm saying it
Yeah,
right. My
yeah,
bad. Sometimes I be thinking more than I be thinking too hard on stuff sometimes. My bad, for real. That's just like these trades. I get to thinking too
yeah,
hard, and it be simple. Either it's going up or it's going down. Yeah, it can go sideways, but that's another concept. But Either you gonna buy or you gonna sell.
Yeah, I was about
You
to hit
know,
you with something else. I don't know if you heard it before.
talk to me.
If you really think about it, there's only five outcomes in trading, right? So
Right.
you can win big, you can win small, you can break even, you can lose small, or you can lose big. When you remove losing big,
Mm-hmm.
you're profitable. That's all you gotta do. If you remove losing big, your big losses, you're
Mm.
profitable. Because
Mm.
you lose $50, you make 100. You lose $20, you make 200. If you
Oh
eliminate the
man.
big losses, that's profitability right there.
Now, so check this out, right? Uh, I'm kicking 40 in the ass, so you can almost just about understand what era I grew up in. And ADHD is real. I have not been diagnosed, but I'm what's that era called? The No Child Left Behind, where they were just pushing people through school. Like, you don't know how to count? Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
But no, on some real stuff though, I heard what you said, but I'm gonna have to rewind this to really get a good understand. I'm not even gonna say a good understanding, but just so that I will be able to share it to somebody else. Cause that's real though.
Yeah.
You remove them big losses. Dang. Man, that's jewel number 45 you didn't drop. Golly. This is crazy, man. But this is why I do this stuff, because I know I'm not the only person out there that's struggling with trading. You know, and we need to hear all the game we can get, man. And I don't want to hear the game from a millionaire who's selling courses anymore. I don't. I want to hear it from the people who are out there doing this stuff and they're on the same journey. You know, yes, there is something to learn from that millionaire, but that millionaire is not in the same shoes that I'm
Yeah,
in.
they're out of reach. They're out of reach. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of reach. And you know what's the crazy part? I actually had a millionaire call me.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did. And believe it or not, I still have his name and his number, but he called me and he tried to tell me what I was doing wrong. And one of the things he told me I was doing wrong was I don't have enough money in my account to try to lure people in to even teach. And I'm like, you know what? I understand where you're coming from, because that bankroll is attractive to people and it is going to want to bring them in. But I want to aim towards the people, how can I put this, who feel like what I'm doing is attainable.
Like, bro, I feel exactly what you're saying because I'm the same way. Like, it's like you want to help someone else to come as well because like you're being exposed to this and you're seeing what's possible. You want to help the person next to you, but it's tough to where you feel, or that millionaire was making you feel like you didn't make it yet, so you can't help no one else. Like no, like we're going on this journey together. You know what I'm saying? So as we're taking steps going up the mountain, like we're both learning, we're both improving, we're both growing. So I
Mm-hmm.
make $200 today. I can show you how to make $200 today. And eventually we're gonna continue to get better.
No question. Each one teach one. And what they say, steel sharpen steel,
Yeah, iron sharpen iron. Yeah.
and iron sharpen iron. You know, I like learning together. I ain't gonna lie, we can sit down, look at these charts, we learn together. You bring an idea instead of just sitting, shutting up, not saying nothing, and listen to everything you saying, and I'm just might fall asleep on you, cause I might be familiar with a lot of the things you are bringing to the table, but for you to sit here and sound condescending and all that stuff, I'm gonna fall asleep on you.
We gotta do a
I
chart
am.
session one day. We gotta do a chart session one day. Like
Oh,
I
no
pull up
question.
trading view, and then yeah,
No
for sure.
question. I'm with it. It's gonna be crazy because I okay, I'm gonna tell you what I tell a lot of people. Your perception is your reality. You know, and this is why I don't like teaching my strategy actually. I will if somebody want to learn it, but I don't like teaching my strategy because you might not see it. And when you
Hmm.
try it, you might end up losing. You know, but to do what you just said, sit down and have a chart session, man, this is what you see, this is what I see, just to see where we at.
Yeah.
You know, I love that idea. I love that idea, and I promise you, I look crazy right now. I love that my hair is bushy, my arms are long. You know what I'm saying? People are like, man, this bushy head man, buck teeth, maybe glasses wearing. What do you know? You know, but we sit down and we break down them charts. We both are gonna see the possibilities. Like, dang. Even if we disagree, it's gonna make you think. Like, dang, hold up. You know. But I love doing stuff like that on everything. I love doing that. We may be able to. Okay, but on to another question, right?
Yeah.
Are you a prop firm guy or a fund your own account type of guy?
So when I first started, I was like fund my own account, and then I came across props. I actually got like one payout. It's like $250 payout from like FTMO.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2024, I started like the futures prop firm trading because I see opportunities with prop where like, you pay a certain amount and you're able to eventually get it, but it's tough because I would say the rules and stuff, they teach you discipline, but I've taken that discipline and applied it to my own because like there's been times where like I've had like a good week of trading on the prop account. I've got the prop account, but you have to make a certain amount before you can withdraw it. And I was like, if I just did this in my live account, like I can actually withdraw the money. I don't have to wait till I get to a certain dollar amount, or I don't have to wait 2 weeks before I can withdraw.
Mm-hmm.
So the discipline and the rules, like how it has like daily loss limits and stuff, I've just applied those rules to my own live account and just been funding my live account because I've gotten a payout from one, like I was saying, FTMO years ago.
Sweet.
And I passed accounts, lost accounts, passed accounts, lost accounts. And then the trades I'm winning, I'm like, I could just do this on my live and just be good. But with live, like in our stage, it's just if you have enough money in the account. So just being able to manage your risk so you're not losing too much so you can actually trade the next day or the next week or month.
Facts. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not against prop firms. I'm not.
Yeah.
I actually want to learn. I have never done a prop firm. I don't know if you know or not, but I do more binary options.
Mm-hmm.
And people are so against that. They're so against it. But I'm against it once they don't pay me no more. When they don't pay me no more, or when they deny one of my payments, like legitly deny it, one thing they do is they ask for like verification. You got to send your ID. I might do like a $1,000 withdrawal. And they be like, hold on, you was making $100 every day. And then you come in and now you want to take 1,000 out? Man, you got to send your ID. You got to send your ID, all that stuff. We got to make sure it's you. I'm cool with that. They're making sure my money is safe.
No, that's true.
But guess what? Once I do that verification process, they send me my money. They ain't
Yes,
never said, nah, we can't get this to you. So, all right. So, on the topic of payouts, were you trading around a time where those prop firms was going through that mess with the payouts?
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't. Because I heard about like different prop firms and stuff happening, and that's kind of also led to like, let me go back to going to funding my own account and going live because just basically that reason. Yeah, basically there. Yeah, I was like, let me go back to going to my own accounts.
Yeah, and so how did you feel about going back to it?
Going back to it, definitely there's some emotions that come back because it's back to your own live money, but just because I know that I have the skill because I've done it before, but for me it was a big thing of just making sure the capital is in the account, which made me put more emphasis on how I manage my risk because I know that if I have enough money in the account, I'm gonna make trades and I'm gonna be able to withdraw. But if I'm like over risking like how I was doing, and then like I have a good day, then I have a day where like I lose so much where I have to wait like 2 weeks till I can deposit back again into the account or a long time. That's the worst thing when you blow an account or you lose so much, you're like, dang, I gotta wait 2 weeks, so I can't trade for 2 weeks. And then you're seeing trades happen and it's like, dang, but if I just manage my risk, I'll be fine. So just stuff like that is what like just continue to beat my head and the discipline to like number one thing, manage your risk. So putting some like the platform I use to Tradeovate, like you have something where you can put a daily loss limit. So when it gets to a certain amount, it'll lock you out of trading for the day, and then they even have it for a week. So something like that I've seen from prop firms that they have, and I've implemented to my own live account. So if I'm in so much drawdown, or if I lose for a certain amount for a week, it'll lock me out for the day, so I can't try to come back and I lose more, or
Right.
it'll lock me out for the week, so I have to wait until the next week. So different things like that, just to put guardrails, you
Mm,
know, to help me protecting me from myself, pretty much.
yeah. So when it comes down to either prop firm or funded, which one would you tell a beginner to do? Or advise, maybe. I hate to say advise, but we're not advisors. We're not advisors. We are not financial advisors. I'm saying that
Not
now.
financial advisor.
Yeah, we're not that. I don't even understand why people say that, but it sounds good. For real.
That's it.
But I think people getting sued if they don't let that be known.
Nah, yeah, I could definitely see that. But that's a good question. What would I tell a person?
Yeah,
I
a
would
beginner.
say, because going live,
Yeah,
you have the real emotions because it's your own money.
facts. But
But prop firm, it's you're kind of protected because, okay, if you want to build the skill, I would say go prop firm route. Like, build the skill so you can see, what trading is, how,
mm,
um, the technicals, everything, and it's less risk. And then once you feel like you've built enough skill,
mhm,
definitely go back to live so you can feel the real emotions. So when you're in drawdown and you're seeing that, your screen is red and you're scared and whatever. Because once you're the end of the day, you want to be live because you can control how much you want to take out and put in. So I would say the prop firm route to, like, build the skill for a certain amount of time, and then once you gain that confidence, off to the side, you're having money to deposit into your own live account.
mm. I like that. I like that strategy. I like that. I do. Because I can agree. There's definitely pros and cons in both. But I've never done a prop firm, and I'm thinking about doing it coming here soon. But I just like the idea of, I think that the prop firm shows you how to have discipline.
No, it does, because you can't lose a certain amount in a day because they have, like, daily drawdowns. You can't lose a certain amount in a day. You
Yeah.
Some of them you can't make too much in a certain day based off, like, the profit targets and stuff like that. So I would say, like, for the discipline aspect, where it's like you have to be strict. So seeing those, I've taken those and I applied it to my own live trading the same exact way, so that, like I was saying, I'm only gonna lose a certain amount in a day. Because if you don't have that structure or discipline, you're just gonna be traded. Oh, I lost it. You're just gonna keep going until you win. Oh, my account's blown. you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got so many questions. I
Man,
really
let's
do.
do it, man. Let's do
But
it.
yeah, but this the whole thing. Like, we gonna end up doing a part 2 on this because I like this. I like how this conversation is going, and there's a lot that I can learn on everything. There's a lot that I can learn. We might end up doing a part 2 to this interview. We might have to do that.
Hey, I'm down whenever, man. It's up to you.
Yeah, man. But at this moment, because I don't want to make this thing way too long, I
Yeah.
definitely want the viewers to be able to just at least get a insight on, number one, who Gideon is and his journey with day trading, Because a lot of people feel like this stuff is a stone cold scam, man.
Yeah.
They do. I think that's the feeling a lot of people get, Like, nah, I'm not about to sit in here and it's like it's too good to be true that your money can make you money. Yes, you have to learn the skill. You have to learn the skill, but you're using your capital to make you more capital. It's genius to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But man, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you these questions, right? This
Let's
is
get to
where,
it.
this is where impulsivity pays. All right, you can be impulsive. Whatever comes off the top of your head, please.
All right.
This is that time. This is not like, oh, I should buy. Nah, this ain't that. This is a whole different. This is actually giving people a taste of how Gideon thinks.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. Just try to ask it, as soon as possible. That's it.
All right.
All right. Boy, here we go. First thing that comes to mind: candle or Hakanashi?
Candles.
Trend or trend reversal?
Trend.
London or New York?
New York.
Withdraw or reinvest?
Withdraw.
I feel you. JG Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now.
Now.
All right, man. Forex or futures?
Futures.
Trade alone or with a team?
What do you mean by team?
Okay. When I say team, right? You like in the like towards earlier in the interview, you was like, man, we should sit down and break the charts down. Would you rather do that, or would you rather sit down alone and break the charts down?
I like breaking it down, but like we all have our own perspective. Like let's say we're trying to trade, and hey, I'm getting the buy. If you see a sell, that's fine, but we just chilling doing our thing.
You know what? It's kind of tough to do that too, right? Because
it can mess you up. Yeah.
Your perception is your reality, and I think if more people could get together, but have the understanding that, hey, we can break these charts down together, but whatever trade I take, that's my decision. And don't tell me that I'm crazy because I feel like it's going to go a certain way. And don't tell me that, hey, I told you. You know what I'm saying? I told you so. We don't want it to be a I told you so moment. You know, it should be more like, hey, this is what I see. This is why. Tell me what you think. If you disagree, okay, that's cool. But we can, what they say, agree to disagree?
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Yeah, type stuff. Like, man, like we don't have to, because this market is crazy.
We don't have to be like we're all buying. Yeah, you don't have
exactly. This thing is gonna go the way that it wants to go, unless we have billions and billions and billions of dollars. Or we can make it go the way we want to go.
Yeah.
We could, for real. Energy or coffee?
Tea.
I feel you.
Coffee makes me jittery.
Yeah, an energy drink, that's death.
Yeah,
that stuff messing up your kidneys. And you know what? I like how you did that. You picked neither one. Hey, I have a cupboard. Oh, I said a cupboard. Boy, that shows my age a little bit. But I have a cabinet full of herbs. And I'm not talking about ganja, my brother. I'm talking about, man, from dandelion to lotus flower to peppermint leaves, sea moss. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely on tea. I need to go ahead and make me one today. I don't know if you can hear my nose. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? I hate that I'm doing that. I wish I could edit that stuff out, but it is what it is. It's life. But I think the last question is probably the most important. After your trading day, what do you do to settle down?
After the day, spend time with the family. That's what I'm doing it for. And you don't want to spend you don't want to live to trade, because at the end of the day, we want freedom, right? So after our hour, wherever on the charts, spend time away, enjoy the fruits of what the trading is for, and take time away.
Facts. Yeah, you definitely got to keep in mind what you're doing it for. And that's, man, you said a mouthful right there, brother. So, last but not least, man, what words of wisdom or words of advice would you give to the struggling trader out there, man? Pour your heart out.
Pour my heart out? Okay. Let me sit up for this.
Uh-oh.
Now, I would say just continue going, At the end of the day, it's consistency, is discipline. And once you build this skill, it can really change your life, to be honest. Like even something simple as paying one bill, paying two bills. Just continue to put the work in and continue to improve each day and be a student of the game. It's going to be hard. It's going to be long days. It's going to be, long nights. But once you really build a structure and you find out what works for you best, continue to improve on it. And number one thing I'll say is track your data. Because if these specific times you trade best, these days you trade best, continue to work on it, continue to improve, because over time, at the long period of the day, you protect your capital, you manage your risk, you'll be fine. So having that discipline, because it's you versus you at the end of the day.
Mm, facts, man. I like that. I love that. For real, I love that you have that insight. You know, journaling is definitely important, man. But man, Gideon, I want to thank you. I I wish I could have made this a whole lot longer because I know you have more to share to the people. I know you do. But just like all the interviews that I have done, I'm definitely gonna have to do a part two. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get in contact with everybody that I've done interviews with, and we're gonna have to do part twos
Yeah.
because this is the very beginning stages of this, and a lot of people might not go back and look at the older uh, episodes, you know,
Hmm.
and the older episodes is where this stuff started. You get to see the growth when you start from the beginning and get to present times, because I can see in the future, man, oh my goodness, the stuff you're saying, the stuff that everybody else is gonna be saying, they're gonna be like, man, you should go check out the TST, the Struggling Trader, man, check out them interviews. We dropping gems over here.
Yeah.
We dropping gems, and you definitely said a whole lot, man. So, with that said, I want to thank you, brother, for taking the time out of your day from your family to give words to the masses, man. I really do. And let them know where they can reach you at, man. Even though I'm pretty sure they see this stuff on the screen, but let them know where they can reach you at, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your time. Yeah, and I'm excited anytime. I'm ready and I'm open. But on Instagram, you could catch me at Giddi_trades. Let me posting recaps, my trades, lessons, different things like that. TikTok should be at Giddi_Giddi. YouTube Giddi_trades as well. I'll be posting YouTube videos. I got old videos from Forex days, and going to be adding more on there too eventually too as well.
All right. Y'all see it, man. And he has more. You got a link tree and a Discord. So if you're familiar with any of those platforms, feel free to hit your man up. Talk to him about his journey. And I'm pretty sure he has something in his toolbox that will help you with your project. Whatever you build. I'm pretty sure you get the analogy. God, I'm hard on thinking right now. I just woke up and I ain't had no tea. So, but it is what it is. But check dig though, right? I want to thank y'all for coming through, taking the time out your day to gain what is needed for you to further your journey as a trader. Once again, this is TST TV, the Struggling Trader. And who is the Struggling Trader? Me, of course, where I get the gems and the jewels from everyday people like me, all experiences. I'm telling you, a baby can teach an adult, believe it or not. That's not calling anybody babies. I'm not calling them babies. But if you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying. If you know, you know. But it's all love. Stay tuned in. We got plenty more to come. Best believe we got plenty more to come. I want to thank you, Gideon, man. I want to salute you for stopping through. Man, I can't salute you enough. But that's going to be it for this episode of TST TV. See you next time. Peace. Hold on, I got to find my ended stream. Yeah, I told y'all I'm a bad podcaster. I'm learning still. No question. Hold on, look at that. Oh man, transition. There we go.